Hello beautiful soul, I am Chloe Rose, founder and creatrix of Mystic Hearts. Welcome to your weekly episode of Wandering and Pondering. I am in northwest Oxfordshire in the UK. It is wild, 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 wild. It's so beautiful and green and rugged and overgrown. My favourite kind of nature, and I've just been bitten by a lovely horsefly which drew blood, but that's okay. They were obviously thirsty and they just wanted to leave their mark on me, so sending them love. And for those of you that are new here, hi and welcome. Wandering and Pondering is a video where I wander around in nature and just speak unrehearsed, unplanned, candid. You'll often see me falling over, things like that, and just sharing with you whatever is on my heart and on my mind. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about a slightly darker but very real topic of conversation today. And by real I mean that it is something sadly that we all could do with being aware of, to protect ourselves, and just in terms of who we allow into our lives. Look at those beautiful trees behind me. We're going to be going on a walk through forest, and we're coming out into farmland now. You'll see it getting lighter and brighter for a moment. You'll probably see me squinting as I talk to you. And then we're going to go back into the witchwood forest, which is the most beautiful land where all the fae beings reside. So what I want to talk about today is one of, and it's just a very small reason, but one of the reasons why I chose to do a business reset last week. And you can see that I posted another long format video this week talking about the business reset and what it was, what it meant, why I did it, what changed. So I'll link that to the end of this video if anyone's interested in learning more about the specifics of that. So one of the reasons why I did that was because I was experiencing psychic attacks. So that's what I want to talk about today. Psychic attacks. My experience of psychic attacks, what they are, what they mean, how we recognize them, and the steps that I have taken to release the grip that it can feel like those psychic attacks hold over us, but also remembering and recognizing that our own sovereignty over ourselves is more powerful than anything, and love conquers all. Just talking about that really. So let me think where it started. Yeah, so I suppose for me, so let's just get to the black and white of it. How I recognize a psychic attack. Well, there's kind of two things that can happen. Usually they happen simultaneously or around the same time as each other. I get this really strong intuitive feeling that I'm being watched. You know, and we live in a world of social media these days, so it's very easy for us to be watched and witnessed and viewed. You know, there's a light side and a shadow side of all things, right? Social media is the most amazing way for us to network and communicate globally, but it also does mean that we are more vulnerable to being seen and witnessed. So I get this intuition, this sort of nagging sensation that I'm being watched and witnessed. Oh, I just saw the most beautiful butterfly it was bright orange with loads of spots, not like the typical butterfly. It's just orange and just covered in black spots. Oh, yay! Butterfly season. So yeah, it's not like the sensation of being watched, but being watched and witnessed through the lens of an energy that does not feel good. So someone who doesn't have my best interest at heart, someone who is not witnessing me and thinking like, oh, that makes me so happy, or oh, I'm so proud of her, or oh, she inspires me, or oh, I just love you, you know, all of these emotions. It would be from a more low vibration of like, oh, jealousy or bitterness or hatred or blame, shame, any of those low vibration emotions. So I usually get this sort of sinking feeling or tugging feeling that I'm being watched and witnessed in this way. And then the second telltale sign for me is I start thinking about a person constantly, on loop, like out of the blue, totally out of the blue. I start thinking about them and almost like repeating situations and conversations, and it's that psychic entanglement, if you like, that then I'm like, oh, okay. And then you know, often we can just be thinking about another person. Whoa, there we go, I told you I was going to trip over. I'm wearing flip-flops as well today. And you got a little scream in there too. So we can also be thinking about someone with love in our hearts, and then they will think about us too, and then often that can lead us to reaching out to them and sending them a message, and that's beautiful. But it can also happen, you know, on the other end of the spectrum, where one side is thinking in a low vibration, and then it loops us into that vibration. So for me, those are two really telltale signs, and something then after that that can really confirm it or solidify it is that our own thoughts and our own vibration begins to change. So I started feeling like I was being dragged back into old thought patterns, especially around lack and self-sabotage. That was an interesting one. Like, as soon as I felt successful, sabotaging it, and that's not me anymore. I've done so much work and I'm in such a good place, and it was like all of these habits I was aware of, and I was just kind of also a bit disassociated from them as well. So that for me was also a sign of like, okay, there's something going on here, some kind of interference. And then the final telltale sign was, I really don't want to get stung again, because these are nasty big old bites from these horse flies. Don't know if you get them in other parts of the world, but they're like these huge things like this that come and really stab you. There aren't many downsides of living in the beautiful Oxfordshire countryside, but that is one of them. So the final message, like the final telltale sign that was like, okay, I know now this one particular person is psychically attacking me, meaning that they are constantly thinking negatively and having ill wishes towards me, my personal life and my business, because they came to me in a dream, and it was a very, very, very vivid dream. Often I have dreams that are, they're a lot more metaphorical, and like they don't make a lot of sense. and I'm just sort of wandering through them, or, you know, just traveling through dimensions. But this one was like, it was like totally vivid. I'm just looking down because there's like poop and lots of holes. So apologies for not engaging with you. No, don't bite me, don't bite me, don't bite me. So the dream was really, 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 really vivid and lifelike, with myself and said person. And basically in the dream they were taking my powers away from me, or they were siphoning my powers, and so I wasn't able to do anything with my powers. I wasn't able to help anyone. I wasn't able to do good in the world. So that was the final straw to me. So that was like, okay, this is happening. I'm going to deal with it. So what did I do? Well, first of all, I started off with some self-awareness. So I got really, really clear on the insecurities that this individual was targeting within me. So I got really, really clear on those. I was like, okay, where have these insecurities come from? Do I still resonate with them? Am I ready to fully let them go? So around a few days before the summer solstice, I did a lot of, had a lot of alone time and did lots of introspective work, writing, just lots of stillness and meditation, and just really got clear on like, no, this isn't me. Like, I don't operate that way anymore. And then I was guided, and funnily enough, my guides had been sort of whispering to me for a few weeks to do this. I was guided to do a very deep, I think it was about 45 minutes. I did it, a very deep black magic quantum energy clearing on myself. So that is just like a psychic quantum energy healing, but with very, very strong, powerful words, and just a specific set of steps that I went through to break all curses, spells, psychic attacks, black magic, just everything, clearing everything that had been cast against me. And then you reverse the spells and you reverse that so you fill with love. And then I just ended all of the cords and the contracts with that person across timelines. And I felt immediately better after doing that. I actually followed one of Steve Noble's guided meditations to work with to do that. It's funny with me, sometimes when I'm healing myself, I like to just do it and guide myself, but sometimes I really like to just surrender to someone else. Obviously, when I really need a healing or something very specific, I will go to another practitioner and pay them for a service. But this was, I was guided very strongly by my guides to empower myself to clear this myself. So I did that. And then I was also guided that there was a past life that also needed clearing. So I started getting visions and images of this past life, and it was a hidden witch wound that was entangling me to this person as well. So it was like I had done the clearing in this lifetime, but I needed to go back and do another healing. So I did all of this, and then I reached out to a very, very trusted best friend of mine, and I asked him, well, I told him, so I basically just said everything that had been happening, that I'd been experiencing, and just asked for his help, just asked for him to have a check-in. So he did that for me and supported me through that. And we actually found that he was also being targeted and under attack as well. So it was great for both of us because we got clear. So that was 2 healings already. And then after his session, I said, okay, I need to end this, I need to finish this. So I did the hidden witch wound healing on myself. I actually filmed that as well, and that one was just totally guided by me and my guides, and I do it out loud, I speak it. If you want to watch it, I'll drop a link to that one in the comments. Actually, you can just get an idea of how I cleared that past life wounding and those cords that were keeping me slightly anchored into the low vibration of that timeline. And yeah, I have a feeling that some of those insecurities were also rooted in that timeline as well. So I did all of those 3 things last week, and yeah, I mean, since then I've just felt like a completely different human. So much clarity and stillness, and a lot more peace. But yeah, I wanted to share that, and it is serious stuff, and it's super important that we protect ourselves and we listen to that, you know, that intuition, and we listen to that gut feeling telling us, like, I'm being watched. There's someone who has ill wishes towards me, because the sooner we catch it, the sooner we can clear it and we can move on from it, which is what I did. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, how I recognized it, how it felt, and what I did to clear it. It's almost like it can feel, when you're under a very strong psychic attack, it can feel like your consciousness has been split in 2, and you're kind of operating without full control over yourself, and you're sort of doing and thinking things that aren't from your highest and best good, and you know about it, but you're sort of making excuses for it. It's a very strange sensation. But yeah, luckily I caught it. I caught it quickly, and the dream was a huge help. So always trust your intuition, always trust your dreams. Don't ever question yourself. So yeah, that's what I did, and then I needed a break because it felt powerful to reset everything. I'd done all that healing on myself, and I just wanted to pause in my business and really just call my power back and do a refresh, a reset, a cleanse. Cleansing is so powerful. It's like removing all of that energy and just saying, like, I am starting again. I am starting again. Oh, look, there's a little elf portal. Can you see it? We're going to go through the portal. We're in the Witchwoods now. My favourite part of the forest. Yeah. So that was that. And, you know, these things can still happen. However much we protect ourselves, these things can still happen. There's always going to be haters in the world, sadly. I don't think that will ever be something that will not be a reality. But what I've learned from this is the more that I just pour into my own love, loving myself, and pour into my cup, so keeping my vibration as high as possible, yeah, the less likely anyone's attacks can affect me. So that's my lesson. How can I shine more? How can I show up more? How can I let my higher self lead the way more in my life? And there is always room for improvement. I am, you are, we are forever students, and there's always room for improvement. And we can lie to ourselves and pretend to ourselves until the cows come home, but the reality is there's always room for improvement. there's always more space for joy and happiness and softness and kindness and love. All the things that the evil in this world can't stand. We need more of. Yeah. And you know, it's funny because through this whole situation, it's actually brought me and my friend who was also under attack even closer, and it's built this beautiful, deep level of trust between us. So I love that. It's like it all backfires, and I feel even better in myself. I feel stronger, I feel more empowered, and I'm grateful actually for this psychic attack, because it's reminded me of what is truly important in life, and it's opened my eyes up even further to like who I can actually trust and who has got my back and my best interests in heart. It has allowed me to open myself up to question these things even more, of like, how can I protect my heart more? So yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it, because all shadows, all attacks, all tower moments offer us a great lesson. So I'm grateful for it, because it brought up some old shadows and insecurities to light that I've now been able to work through. It's really made me feel more grateful. It's grounded me in gratitude even more. So I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it. And if you're watching this and you're someone who watches my videos but gets triggered by them, or is jealous, or you know, is just watching and not supporting and just watching to make fun of or to put me down, like, that's okay. I see you and I feel you, but there is nothing that you can do or say that is going to bring me down or break me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words are spells, but spells can be broken. So, yeah. That's that. Oh, beautiful bird. Yeah, I'm just kind of feeling, part of me is feeling fed up that people just can't be kind and loving in the world. Like, how hard is it to just be kind and loving to people and just to be a good friend and show up for the people that you care about? And then part of me is just like, this is all a clearing, this is all a reset, and I'm so grateful for the expansion in my life and for all of the new possibilities, new relationships, new opportunities that are forever expanding and unfolding in my life. Forever grateful. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. But I also wanted to share, like, I don't want people to watch this and feel scared. I hope that, if anything, it could be the opposite. I hope that this can give you the strength and the power to recognize, like, if you're going through a hard patch or a dark patch, hang on a minute, this isn't me. I am a divine being. I am a vessel of light and love and truth. This isn't me. This isn't me. Because it's not you. It's absolutely not you. It's infiltration of low vibrations. And how you can take your power back and how you can take charge is by deciding to live a life that serves your highest and best good. And that includes what you eat, what you consume, who you surround yourself with, how you allow yourself to be treated by others, how you treat yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you dress yourself. There's just so many things, and yes, all of these are just very human things, and when it comes down to it, what really matters is the peace and the kindness and the love that you have in your heart. So it's almost like, what can I do to expand that? And I can't give you the blueprint, because we're all beautiful, unique individuals and all beautiful, unique expressions of God, Goddess, the One, Source. So I can't give you the roadmap, I can't give you the blueprint. But all I can ask you is, what fills your heart with peace? What fills your heart with love? What makes you not feel insecure? What makes you feel happy and joyful? What is authentically you that maybe you're scared of and that you've been hiding away from, shying away from, because you don't want the world to see you shine? I want to see you shine. The world does want to see you shine. It's just that when you shine, you're going to trigger those other people who are too afraid to shine to start shining. And then it's going to be a spontaneous combustion of all of these beautiful, happy people in the world. And isn't that what we need? To spread a virus of kindness. I know I'd be down for that epidemic. So, yeah, I think that's my little TED talk over for today. I am just going to enjoy my walk in the forest now. Again, another beautiful antidote for anything that is not love. Just being in nature. Nature will bring you back into that place of peace, love. Ah, yes. If you have any questions about anything that I've spoken about today, psychic attacks, black magic, how to listen to your intuition, please let me know in the comments. I would absolutely love, love, love to read them. I reply to every comment. And if you do feel that you need support from a psychic attack, from a curse, a spell, evil eye, I do have a service called one-to-one darkness clearing, which you may feel that would support you, and that is available on my website. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed this wandering and pondering with me today. Sending you so much love.